Hey guys, I'm WRix here, and you might be wondering, hey, why is there this really random looking Lego guy out in front of me? So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be going over these perfect caliber wearables and why you may or may not want to buy them based upon my experience using them. So I'm going to premise this with a disclaimer that I've only tested, I think, about 15 of these different types of perfect caliber wearables, and I have found issues with some, and others have worked fine. And for people who might say, oh, the issues that you're saying about you're not telling the truth, or you're making it up, I'm going to demonstrate on camera what one that works looks like and what one that doesn't work looks like. So first, we're going to go with this cap right here. What we can see is that we can very easily take the minifigure and put it on. So this is a great perfect caliber, right? That wearable looks good and it fits well. So next, we're going to take this one, which is the knit cap. We're going to put it on. So it's a little bit more difficult to put on, but it does work. Now we're going to take another knit cap from my pile of don't works. And as you can see, no matter how much I try to put it on, there's something wrong. As you can see, there's some residue inside. It might be glue. I don't know what it is. Might be left over from the 3D printer, but this cap does not go on no matter how hard you try. So we're going to put this to the side as one that has not worked, right? So, sorry for knocking the camera. So what we're going to do is we'll have our person in the middle. Ones that don't work go on the left, and ones that work will go on the right. I feel like that's fairly simple. So next in line, we have another one of these knit caps. I believe that this is one of the ones that worked, or I might be mistaken. Yeah, there we go. So that one worked. As you can see, took some force, but it went on. So let's drop that to the side. And then next, we have another knit cap. This is one of the ones I believe that didn't work. And as you can see, no matter how much I try, I'm genuinely trying, guys, it doesn't go on. And as you can see, again, there's a substantial amount of residue inside of this cap. This is probably what's blocking it from being able to attach to a head. So let's put that to the left side since that didn't work. We have another fig. And then I think this is another one of these knit caps that didn't work for me. As you can see, I'm genuinely pressing hard. And there's no residue in this one. However, if you look on the back, you can see some misshaping along the back of the 3D printing. You can see that this right side is a little bit lower than left side. Now, I don't know if that's what's contributing to the inability to put it on his head, but I mean, it can't go on, so it has to go on the left. Let's continue down. So now we have another one. Actually, no, this is one of the flipped up caps. It went on, but it was balancing a little bit. As you can tell, guys, I'm genuinely trying. Okay, so it kind of goes on, not entirely. So partially works, and you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Probably if I tried to force it on even harder, it might go on. So we'll put that in the works category. Another one of these knit caps. There we go. This one worked after a substantial amount of finicky pressing. Let's move on to another knit cap. I know, I bought a lot of knit caps. Hopefully, most of them work. Okay, so this one goes on, but you know, this guy thinks he's a little bit cool, likes to wear his knit caps sideways. So I don't think this one really works. Let's look inside. No residue, but it looks like there's some misshaping along the actual 3D print. If you look there, it looks slightly curved, and actually there is some 3D printer or glue or something residue in the back of the hat. So we're about halfway through, and what we have right now is 5 perfect calibers that work very well and 4 that don't work or very, very slightly kind of work, but don't really. So here's another billy cap. Not a billy cap. I don't know what this is. It might be a billy cap. Who knows? Comment if you know what this cap is. But see, this cap I've found works the best by far. Really haven't had any issues with it. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about the cut right there. Just had to go open my front door for a package. So, we're back. And as it stands, there are 6 hats, or 6 perfect caliber wearables, should I say, that work well. And there are 4 perfect calibers that don't really work. So let's continue. Here's another knit cap. Let's try and get it on. Jeez, man. I promise you guys, I'm really trying. Now let's switch it up. I'm gonna take a Brickmania head and try and get it on. Okay, this one isn't going on. So if we look inside, no obvious reasoning, but again, it's just impossible to put on this guy's head. So I guess just to switch it up, we'll start using this Brickmania head. So this one goes on pretty easily. No issues there. That's always good to see. And now we have come upon the final round. Oh, okay, here's one that works. There we go. And then moving on. 3 left. Maybe Brickmania can go 3 for 3. No, okay, that one doesn't work. Maybe there's 2 left now. Oh, this should be easy. Okay, yep, that hat obviously works very easily. And then finally, this should be pretty simple. There we go. That hat works as well. Okay, so these are the 2 figs that I tested them on. As you saw, there was no bias. There was no, using broken heads or something. These are both normal Lego, they're regular heads. One is obviously printed by Brickmania and one is directly from Lego. So just to dispel any notion that this is somehow fake or something like that, it isn't. And if we look at the final counts, on the left, we have the number that did not work, and on the right, we have the ones that did work. So what we have here, we have, let's divide them by type. So we have 4 knit caps worked fine. We have 3 hats with their bills bent upward worked fine, and we have 3 hats with their bills in a normal position. So in total, this is 10 hats that worked perfectly fine for me, right? So good start. However, it appears that there's something wrong with this knit cap mold, because literally all 6 of these, I mean, you watched me. There was no secrecy to this. It was fully transparent. You saw me try and put these hats on. I mean, I know that this was one of the hats that I said didn't work earlier, and I'll try and put it on now to the Brickmania fig, and what you can see, I mean, it doesn't go on. And if we look inside, there's this strange residue. Let's see if I can bring it closer. There's this residue. I don't know if it's glue, what it is, as I said earlier, but there's something inside there that's clearly not allowing this head to connect. So, I mean, that's an issue. You can't have this product, which, I was actually very excited to get so many of these because I thought, hey, this would be something great to add to kind of like my army, right? Have them wearing stuff like this. But the fact of the matter is that it doesn't work. If we zoom in and move the camera over a little bit, here we have the final count. So I'll put the Brickmania guy next to the ones that didn't work, and I'll put the Lego guy next to the ones that did work. So at the final bell, we had 10 perfect caliber wearables that worked, and we had 6 perfect caliber wearables that didn't work. So what does this mean for you if you're thinking about buying this product, or if you're thinking about looking into these? What I would say is that if you're interested in this type of cap or the cap with the bill flipped up, they're the same mold on the bottom, I believe, and that mold works well, works perfectly fine. You should not be worried about any fit issues. So if you're thinking about getting that, I would say go ahead. It's gonna work out perfectly fine. However, if you're thinking about getting this knit cap, I would be cautious, maybe order one, test it out, see if it works. But in my experience, I mean, as you can see here, 4 of my knit caps worked. And then I'd say 4 of them really there was no chance of getting them on. And then a couple of them kind of went on, but I couldn't push them down all the way. So, it's unfortunate that I have to make a video that's, you know, Debbie Downer, that's, you know, negative like this. But I don't want you guys getting a review from me on this perfect caliber wearable with me saying everything was perfect and it worked out amazing, because as you could see, it clearly didn't. So it is what it is. Obviously, I don't make the molds, so I can't fix anything. But hey, maybe if you're a member of Brickmania and you watch this video, something that might be nice is if you maybe checked on this knit cap mold and, you know, checked to see whether lots of residue was being left inside, whether it fits consistently on top of heads. Because I mean, for me, as you could see, I was genuinely trying to put it on, and I had a 40% success rate getting those knit caps on my head, which quite frankly isn't good enough. I'm gonna continue to try to put them on heads, but I've kind of written these off as just kind of an L, you know, a loss. So we'll see where that takes me. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you coming out. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the normal stuff, and I'll catch you next time.